How do? Welcome back to Witcombe Park Farm. We are cracking on with the spuds. We're not far off another unload. We're about halfway, maybe just a little bit over, probably about halfway actually. I've got the class on field 53, harvesting the poppy. We've got the Fendt on the bottom field, harvesting the linseed there. So after those two fields are done, we'll just have the little funny shaped field left to do. There is the new poppy field, the one that we bought wanting to put spuds in, but already had poppy in, but that's not going to be ready till next month. So plan for the rest of this month, we need to finish the spuds. So what I'm going to do is, we'll finish this field on a time lapse after we've done this unload. And then I'm going to set the iWorker going on the second spud field, just below us. We need to collect up the bales from the top field. Well, it'll be all of the fields by that time, but the top field first.
Willkommen in Ihrem Fendt.
Willkommen in Ihrem Fendt. Hello. And then we can get going on a little bit of field prep, get it mulched, get it limed, and then it'll be ready for drilling. I have looked into it, and you don't need to mulch the spud fields because there's no stubble left after the harvest, so that saves us a job, which is good. So we'll get this field done, and then we'll probably swap over, do a bit of mulching. We'll get the iWorker liming because we need to set them to buy. And we still need to buy that wheel loader and sell off the massive baler, which we'll do as well. We are getting another cut of silage, but not until next month, and I'll do that off camera, like I said before. Because we've got 2 clamps, so we're in no rush. And we'll probably sell off the first clamp in the winter time when we come to sell off everything else, and then we can save the second clamp as food for the first lot of cows we're going to get. So that's the plan for the next couple of months. Sungi up there. There we go. Still keeping a tally of how many trailers we're unloading. This is trailer number 6. Luckily we've got a high roof on this shed, so the trailer's not likely to hit it. Saves us having to get manual tipping. We're not looking too bad. Getting full, but still plenty of room now we've realised we can go on top of what's already there. So we shall crack on with these spuds. We are going to have to flick to and from trailers to unload the combines. But like I say, the fields are not massive, and it is poppy, which yields less. Okay. You know, I've just about had enough of these AI workers. They're such a pain in my ass. It's unbelievable. I mean, what's going on here? Why can't I move? I don't understand. What am I stuck on? It's the front way stuck underneath. How can we lower that? There we go. Yeah, the AI workers are so bloody dumb, it's unbelievable, man. Drives me insane. I spend half of my time unsticking the AI workers. I mean, just look at him. He's going forwards and backwards. For what? For what reason? To serve what purpose? To turn round? This is why. What in God's name? This is why I like to do the headlands, because they're just so simple. They cannot figure out how to turn, and it just baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. Because they're not like that in cosplay. So it's Giants coding that's doing it, nothing else. And I've just reminded myself when I've said Giants, we had the announcement for the new map. Beans and alpacas, or alpacas and beans. Which, I don't know, I'm in two minds about really. Oh, come on, G. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm in two minds about it. Great, we get a new map, and we get some new features. But it seems to me that they're just reskins of existing features. The alpacas just seem to be a reskin of the sheep, but you need to exercise them like you do with horses. The coffee beans seem to be a reskin of the olives and the grapes. Map looks pretty cool though, but it is a little bit disappointing. It is a little bit disappointing because when you look at Kinlake, beautiful map, excellent map. You had the fishing, you had onions, you had new equipment, you had all sorts of stuff. Just seems like that's a bit of a get out, and it's mixed reviews from the trailer. People really looking forward to it, and people saying same as me, where you're just reskinning old stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll obviously get it, because the map does look good. And I am a sucker for a good map, not going to lie. Whether we get it and use and do the new crop, we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Probably do it once just to see what it's all about, but to be honest, I've never really done olives and grapes. I've had a little bit of a play around with them, but I've not done full harvest and stuff on them. So yeah, one of those, double-edged sword really. Excited for a new map, but shame that it doesn't have more new features. And I don't know what's going to happen after that. The road map stops at this map, so like I said, the previous game, 22, stopped after the Year 2 season pass finished, and then they started on 25, so releasing 25, so whether that means we're looking at the same timeline, sort of middle of next year for 28, FS28, I don't know. There's been no news on it, so we'll just have to wait and see. But I think if that is the route they are going, they need massive changes and updates compared to 25. 25 is good, don't get me wrong. If they could sort the AI out, it'd be even better. But yeah, for doing a whole new game, I think there's a lot of stuff that needs addressing. And hopefully they don't just chuck it out for cash in. So in the time the class has done nearly 2 laps of the headland, this guy has not even done 1. Because he just keeps getting stuck. And when you're driving like that, mate, are you surprised? I think next year we're going to be using cosplay more than the AI workers. I mean, what is he doing? What on earth is he actually doing? The AI workers definitely need a huge rework on the next game, because they're shockingly bad. And it can obviously be done because cosplay is so good. Right, so let's get the class unloaded. He's nearly ready as well. So yeah, they started both harvesters at the same time, and look at the difference. I know it's a bigger harvester, obviously, but I've only had one time where I've had to step in and move the baler, so don't know. Yeah, we'll get these two unloaded. We'll jump back in the spud harvester. We'll get that field done on a time lapse, and we'll have a look at the total amount of spuds we've got from that one field. Okay, both combines are unloaded. So let's crack on with these spuds, get these spuds done on a time lapse, and then we'll see what we've made off this one field. So I'll see you soon.
Went down to the river, washed my sins away, and pray, 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 and pray for another day. I went down to that river, washed my sins for free. The devil's on the other bank, staring back at me. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. Another nail in my coffin, another nail for me. I gotta look pretty when I go down. Another nail in my coffin, can't you spare one more? I gotta look pretty when I'm knocking down heaven's door. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. My cigarette. You ever seen a dead man talking? No, you haven't seen one yet. I'm a dead man walking, 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 I'm a dead man. I went down to that river, washed my sins for free. No one seemed to notice as I stared. I went down to that river to wash my sins away. I was thinking of you in that wedding gown. I went down to that water to wash my sins away. The world faded away as I went down, 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 down. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man.
That was a ginormous harvest. Sorry for the long time lapse. It took longer than I expected. In the peak yield there, we were getting 75.5 tonnes per hectare, which is absolute madness. Huge yield amounts there. So far, we have carted 11 trailerfuls down to the shed, which is good. The shed's not quite full yet. I am managing to stack it quite high. I was hoping to get this field and the second field all in the one side of the shed though, so we could get some vehicles in the other side, but we'll have to see on the next field what it's looking like. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around this field and tidy up all the bits we missed, and then when we come back we'll work out the total yield we've got off this field. Hey, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Okay, clean-up operation done. So with the 11 trailers plus what we've got in the harvester here, this field has yielded just over 255,000 litres. So over 250,000 litres from one field alone. Just goes to show the yield on the spuds. Absolutely going to be worth it. Just begs the question as to next year, do we just go with the one field? Is 250,000 litres going to be enough? Or do we carry on with the two? I'm going to have to chop that tree down because I cannot. I don't like chopping trees down normally, but I fear the AI worker. I fear the AI worker is going to get stuck on this. Right, let's have a look at the settings for this one, shall we? So you can't go any less than 6 headlands for some reason, which is alright, I suppose, is what it is. Hopefully he'll just crack on with that. So what's next for us? We don't need to, we've got till March before we need to cultivate the spud fields. He's missed a fair line there. So I think we need to pick up the mulcher. Just thinking which tractor to use. I'll probably, let me just double check the horsepower requirements for mulcher. 140, which I believe any of our tractors can pull. 170s, 220s, 280s, yeah, anything can pull it. So let's go with John Deere. We'll come back and finish this harvesting off camera, baling, sorry, off camera I think. Oh, where am I? Alright, okay. I got completely lost there, I didn't know where I was. So we'll grab the mulcher, we'll take this up with mulcher. We'll also grab the rat pack with probably the New Holland, because we'll need to clear the field before we're able to mulch it. And what I think we'll probably do is I'll do a couple of laps of the headland with the mulcher. We'll set the eye worker to finish the ups and downs, whilst we crack on with picking up the rest of the bales. Just want to double check. I know Spud's planting is March. I always forget. So we can plant linseed straight away and the poppy. So we'll do that next month. We're going to have to wait till next month to harvest that last field as well. So what I think we'll do then is we'll get the top field done. We'll get that mulched. And then the rest of the fields we will do next month. Because again, next month's going to be pretty busy because we're going to have to harvest that field, that poppy field in front of us. This is what I mean about the trees, you see. Can't see anything at all. Don't normally take trees like this down, but I need to be able to let the AI worker just crack on with these fields. Otherwise we're never going to get the fields prepped and ready for drilling. That should do it because there's no collision on the hedge. No, still blocking. We'll do this now and then at least we won't have to do anything like this again. Like I say, it's pretty imperative that the AI worker can work these fields because we can't do all the spud harvests every year. Is that going to be enough for him? Yeah, I mean he's missed a massive swath there. But we can clean up. Yeah, okay, happy with that. Where was we? We were getting the New Holland, weren't we, for the rat pack. And it made life so much easier having the two balers as well. Just makes everything a lot more... Can't think of the word. My brain has blanked. Efficient. That's the word I was looking for. Everything's a lot more efficient. 2 harvesters, 2 trailers, 2 balers. Right, so we're going to use follow me to get these both up there. I don't think we need anything else going up. And we could take the lime spreader up, I suppose. And then we can bring everything back down in one convoy. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll get the mulcher, the trailer and the spreader. All up to that top field. So we use the Fendt again. This is the least trailer, so we might as well get that combine unloaded, get this into its silo, and then we can return this trailer then. Because we won't need it. Probably buy another one for the next harvest, so we're not leasing gear. Right, the potato harvester is full. So we'll have a look at totals of seed, poppy and linseed, but we've still got another couple of fields to harvest. And I believe, I will just have a check while this is unloading. We should have enough in the oil mill for at least the rest of this month. Yeah, we've still got 7,000 and 3,000, so we've still got enough for just over a month on the poppy, but not a month on linseed, so we'll get this into its shed. I will take some linseed down. Obviously that field's poppy. This one linseed? I think it is. Yeah. So once we've harvested that linseed field, which we'll do after the mulching, we can have a look at our totals to end the episode. And then in between I can cart a load down to last us the year. There was a little bit of an issue with the shed as well, that lip. We couldn't drive straight into it, which was a little bit annoying. So I'm going to have a look at trying to smooth that a bit more. So like I say, I want to try and get everything into this one side. And I was thinking about the wheel loader as well. That wheel loader we were looking at, the 40k one, with the bucket we bought. I think it's only a 6k bucket. So what we might do, because we are going to have a load of money, I might look at getting the Volvo that's got the big bucket. It's over £1/4 though, but we're going to be using it a lot. Use it for the spuds and the silage. Like I said, the silage cuts 3 times a year, so it's not as if it's wasted money. 4,000 litres extra per bucket over, you know, 300,000-400,000 litres, saving us quite a few trips. So right, where is... oh, that's what we're doing. We're getting this unloaded and returned, and then we're going to grab the lime spreader and get up to the top field. I would like another tractor as well, just because this has got so many hours on it. It's the last tractor we've got with all the hours on. I don't really want to repair it, so if I can just keep it for liming and just use it once a year, it should last us. But if we're using it for carting as well, obviously it's gonna need maintenance more often. Doesn't need to be out massive. It doesn't need to be a tractor like the one we've just got. It just needs to be one that's able to cart reasonably. Maybe have a look at JCB. Although I'm not that keen on the JCBs, I'm not going to lie. Right, let's get this returned. Yeah. Let's get you returned. Nice, okay. Well, let's get the lime spreader and head up to the top field. Okay, we're all here. Everybody is up at the top field. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to whiz round right quick, get these bales collected up. I'll probably just jump cut this because it doesn't make for great time lapsing collecting bales. We'll get a couple of laps of the headlands done on the mulcher, and I'm hoping by that time the spud field should be nearly done, because I don't think we're going to have time to do much else. Time has run away with me again, as it does on these videos. So we are going to run into month 3 for the harvest. But as long as we can get the spuds done and we can get a total for the spuds this episode, I'll be happy. So I'll get these all collected up, and I'll see you in a minute. I forgot to hit record. Hey! Yeah, bales are done. We always get the right amount of bales to fill the trailer from this field, 100%, which is nice. So what we're going to do now is we are going to do... let's have a look at the amount of headlands we want to do. We're going to get the headlands done. Let's go with 3 headlands, I think. We'll whip around 3 headlands on this field. And then we'll set the eye worker to finish it. And I'm hoping by that time the spud harvest is going to be nearly done. If not, then I'll just jump cut until the spud harvest is done. Where does this line even start? Does it go full field in one? Right, let's get the headlands done. Okay, just coming to the end of the third headland. That went nice and easy. Struggled a little bit on the uphills with a John Deere, but all in all, went pretty well. The spud harvester is cracking along nicely as well, although it's not as far ahead as I wanted, but we'll leave him to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the iWorker to finish the ups and downs on this field. I am going to just do he's still a long way off yet, isn't he? I don't think I'm going to get that one done this episode, unfortunately. I was planning on just doing a few bits around the farm and letting him finish, but he's still got at least half of that field left, if not a bit more. Okay, so I think we'll leave it there then. We'll pick up next episode. We'll leave the iWorker to finish the spud harvest next episode. What do I need to do? I need to get the bales collected up on all the fields, so they're ready for mulching. What else? I need to get the Fendt combine repaired and put away for winter, because we won't need that now till next year. We'll use the class to harvest the remaining 2 fields next month. What else? I think that's probably all I need to do in between episodes. So I think we shall start the next episode with a completion of the spud harvest. And we'll get a total for what we've made. Hey up, future me speaking to you here. Bit time I'd done all the little maintenance jobs around the farm, got the bales collected, got stuff away and repaired. We finished the spud harvest. So we have made 400,000 litres of spuds off 2 fields totaling 10.5 acres. Absolute madness. Look at it. I'm higher than the harvester. A lovely sight. 400,000 litres of spuds. It all fit into the shed nicely, which means we had this side of the shed free to store the harvester, and we can get the second combine in there as well after we've finished the seed harvest. So yeah, made up with that, 400,000 litres. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to help me out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.